over to you. Okay, Rick, the floor is yours.
Okay, well, good day, everybody. I don't want to say good morning or good evening because it's good something somewhere, but thanks for being here. That's the most important thing you're doing today is joining us. My name is Rick Thompson. I live just north of San Antonio, Texas, and you've heard Mandy Elliott here on the call this morning, and Mandy is my partner, Julie's partner. That young lady lives over in the Greek islands, and we teamed up together several years ago and got to work at a couple programs together, and we have found that the programs sometimes can be fantastic, but what about that ownership? Those are some of the challenges that we run into in this business. And one of the other challenges, and by the way, guys, that's not a problem here. Bobby Kanata, who is the owner of this company, again has been a personal friend of mine since back in the late '80s. He is a very rare bird, and he's been with the same company for 25 plus years. Great professional marketer, has tremendous business acumen. He's everything you'd want your owner to be, and we're blessed to have him. So that takes away that one big question mark out there. Is like, is this somebody that we know, we can contact, if you're going to hear from, that's going to give us the tools and support? And we have a beautiful website and a great IT team. What we're going to show you today is your information system. This is not about anything other than getting out the information, first of all to you, and then for you to be able to pass this on to your team. Every website that's made by a company has to be compliant with all the regulations and terms and conditions and all these different things, and then you and I as marketers, we're left to go through that site and try to find what makes sense, what doesn't, how do I do this, how do I do that, and so what we've done, what Mandy and a young man named Daniel, who's one of the folks that has worked with Mandy over the years, have done is they put together what you're going to see today. And I don't want to steal the thunder. I want to turn it over to Miss Mandy and let her tell you what you're looking at on your screen and what you can expect and how you can use this great tool. So Mandy, I'm going to flip it to you, and I'll jump in there with you now and then.
That's
but take it away, my kid.
Thank you very much. Yeah, again, I'll just reiterate what Rick said. I mean, the EDU Swarm website, our replicated sites, is very powerful. But sometimes we get those questions from our team like, well, where's the presentation video? And we've got some presentation videos that from our calls, our Saturday calls, or our what are going to be Tuesday opportunity calls. They have been on Thursdays. And it's like, well, okay, I want to send this, I want to send that, I'm going to send the EDU site. And they get a little bit, well, I'm not sure I'm sending it all. So what we've done here, and so I came up with the wording, and Daniel has been absolutely amazing with the design, is we've put a lot of this information onto a website for you, and it's going to be replicated. So you're going to have a replicated version. So don't copy this down yet, because we're doing, over the next 24 hours, we'll be creating your replicated links to this. And then you will have an email. So watch your email inbox. You'll have an email letting you know when it's time to rock and roll. But for now, we've just created a link with using my username so you can see how this is going to work. So we've got the home page that you've got here, and it's got the welcome to, welcome to what is, what we believe, and I think everyone is going to learn, is the greatest online affiliate program to ever launch. Now, going through what Rick said, this is built by the affiliates for the affiliates. So here, this is more focused on our team build, whereas on the EDU Swarm site, it's important that we attract customers as well as customer members as well as affiliate members. But this can attract both. But this is really a key one to perhaps build your marketing team. So to start off, we've got a video here. I'm not going to play it through, but I'm going to click go so you can see. And this, you've got the toolbar here that shows that you can go to certain areas. If someone that you're connecting with, and this is the overview where we had Bobby, the owner, talking out. We had Kenny from over in Africa talking about compliancy. That's one of the areas that he's very, very firm on. It's one of his main knowledge bases, I will say. And so it's got that on, and you can actually tell people, well, if you want to learn about compliancy, go to say minute so and so and play that. So So you've got the full video here that you can show. We've got some key points showing, how the key factors for success, such as the openness and transparency of ownership, the solid product, global compliance, because compliance is EDU Swarm's middle name. It's like EDU Compliance Swarm. And then your customers, amazing leadership, the team approach, affordability, underlying affordability. Bitcoin is so affordable at the moment that, oh wow, what a time to really go out there and build. It shows the income rewards and how as soon as we cycle, we see our income rewards pay commissions in our back office, and then we can click to withdraw them to our personal wallets. How the currency is Bitcoin. And again, if anyone was on the call or saw the recording with Dennis the other day, overviewing how the funnel system is, the sales funnel system. There's so many great tools in the EDU Swarm marketing back office, in the marketing toolbox. There's V-cards and downloadable PDFs. You mentioned it, there's a lot of information there. So this is like a bonus to all that. And just below that, because we come across that question a lot, like, from people who, it's the nature of the human beast, there's that saying, always already knowing. They think they know the answer to something before they even know the question. So you get those people you say, well, isn't this a Ponzi, a pyramid, and all those evil words? Well, no, this is an affiliate program. It's affiliate marketing, direct sales. And it's sort of based around the theories of network marketing. And so we put on some comments from some key people showing how they really respect the sort of network marketing and direct sales marketing arenas. So, everyone's really heard of Sir Richard Branson, Robert Kiyosaki, Bill Gates, and Warren Buffett. So it's just to show people, that this business model is amazing. And these great business legends and entrepreneurs really respect this form of business model. So that's sort of the home area there. And then the next page we've got is about EDU Swarm. I'm sorry if sometimes it takes a while to open. My internet connection over in Greece is slow. But so here we've got information about EDU Swarm. This is the 8-minute video that is actually on the Swarm website. So again, you've got your 8-minute video here. So there's a different video. You see that one goes. And it's showing how earning whilst you learn has never been easier. It goes down to talk about EDU Swarm is a product-driven business. It's all about e-education, which is a multi-billion-dollar industry. How Bitcoin isn't actually the product here. Bitcoin is our currency. And the reason being is that Bitcoin is global. There is no country boundaries and borders. Whereas, let's say, for example, take India is a closed currency. People in India could not send fiat money overseas. It's just not done. I visit India quite a lot. When I get to India, I have to buy my INR, my rupees. When I leave, you have to sell them there at the airport. There's nothing you can do with them other than that. So, this makes it global, absolutely globally acceptable. So look at the marketing power. How many people in the world? There's billions, and that's our target audience, everyone out there. And then we've got the products. This is just listing a few. Now I want to explain why this is wording in boxes and not images. We've got the translation links at the top. We can add other languages as key countries open up. But these words will translate. Whereas if I put an image on, or Dan put an image on with writing, the image doesn't translate, or the wording on an image doesn't translate. So we're trying to make this as easy for global usage as we can. So we list that, and then we've got the EDU Swarm mission statement and some more about EDU Swarm down here. And we mentioned the amazing marketing toolbox that's in our main Swarm back office in the affiliate center there, which has got those beautiful sizzle videos, sales funnels, the V-cards and everything like that. So, that's the sort of the about EDU Swarm page. Then we have the reward comp plan. And on this, particularly when you're talking to existing networkers, sometimes this is the page they're going to dive straightly to. They would bypass the homepage, they bypass about EDU Swarm. So at the top here, we've again got that same homepage video, because if they didn't see it once, then there's a chance that they're going to see it this time. And then it's got the images of how the comp plan works, because some people need to see images. Some people don't get it from video. They want to see it on full images and work it out for themselves. And then it scrolls down to the bottom where we've got the video going down. It's got the full images, teamwork at its best. And then we've got the video with Bobby, which really breaks this down into a step-by-step, like manual explanation. It's a full manual explanation of how this matrix fills and how it's different from the standard cyclomatrices, and where the team build is extremely powerful. So, I mean, that is key. You've got all the information there. So when you've got your prospects asking questions and saying, well, I don't understand how a cycler fills, I don't understand that, where's a presentation? That's what these first few pages are about. So just on those pages at the moment, Rick, before I go into the rest, do you have any comments or any value to add to those?
No, I think you're doing a great job of covering everything, and it's amazing to me, you know, that this tool, guys, like Mandy said, you know, this is not designed to take away from what we have furnished to us by corporate. This is just one place, you know, where we've taken the time to gather all this information that you want to send somebody. But I know myself, you know, until we had this tool, I'm hunting here and checking there, and I need to find Bobby's video about this, and on and on and on. But now I've got a common place, you know, where I've got all the information here. It's been filtered, it'll be updated, it'll be renewed, it'll be added to, deleted from, whatever the case may be. And just keep her going, kid. This is great. I'm anxious to see more.
Okay, so now we're going to go into Bitcoin, and there's information on what is Bitcoin. And so it shows the time chart here of when Bitcoin, when it first launched back in, you know, sort of 8-9 years ago, where it was less than a fraction of a cent. It was so little. If you bought 100 then, you'd be a billionaire several times over now. But so, you know, retrospect, it's always like that. And it shows the growth and everything like that. And yes, we've had a little dip, which is fantastic for us because it makes it affordable, and we've got time to really build our business out here. And I think everyone deserves to have some Bitcoin in their wallets. And so that's what we're doing here, to be able to share some great learning education, educate more on the Bitcoin and the cryptocurrencies, and specifically the blockchain is not all about crypto. That is, I'll do some coverage on that shortly. So here you've got some great information on the Bitcoin. And this is very short. This is just a 2-minute video, and it just wraps it up with a little bow wrapped around it. A very easy, simple guide of exactly what is Bitcoin and how do you use it and what's it for. So, and it's got some other information here as to, you know, how there's only 21 million Bitcoin ever in existence, and, you know, like any commodity out there, when you think of gold or something, when those mines run dry, that value of gold is going to boom. You know, it's going to become precious and rare, and it's going to sort of happen like that as these Bitcoins are all being owned. So again, everyone deserves some Bitcoin here. So once people have learned about Bitcoin, then we're going to educate on setting up a Bitcoin wallet. And this is my website just going slow. I'm going to click on this one up here. Come on, Greek internet. Next page, please. So when it opens, because I'm getting there, I have to have tremendous patience. And so we're going to be setting up it's still waiting for me. I might just open up another link, just see how that goes. So this is Greek internet, and it shows we're live. Let's go back and see if it's connected yet. Here we go. We've got what is Bitcoin, and it's still loading. So sorry about the delay here, guys, but we will get there. It will load. And you can actually see in real life now when Mandy says, well, my internet is really slow. It is really slow. So, but what this is I'll start talking about it as it loads. Setting up a Bitcoin wallet. It goes through the whole area of how you can have desktop apps, smartphone apps, and then there's hardware. And the hardware is when you want to store your Bitcoin information offline. Because, you know, it is, most of the wallets are very safe, but you always want to make sure, particularly when you've got hundreds of thousands of Bitcoins or some big money, or, you know, to some people, $1,000 is big money. You want to make sure it is safe. So there's different types of wallets. And what we've listed here and put links are some key wallets that our team are using, and we know they are great, accessible, and you know, there are others. If you come across and you're using a wallet from a different country, please let me know. Someone I was talking to just now in South Africa said they use a wallet called Jax. That's not on here, but I'll look it up and I'll add the information. So we have Coinbase. We talk a little bit about Coinbase, and we've got a button. When you click it, it takes you directly to registering with Coinbase. Wirex, these are pretty good. These are reckon that they're the lowest cost at selling Bitcoin. It's a great wallet. And for the UK and Europe, they have just launched a Visa card. So that's a great wallet. CryptoPay, I enjoy these. I use this wallet also when I'm transferring and I'm converting Bitcoin or Litecoin, other cryptocurrencies into fiat money, into everyday pounds and euros. I send from CryptoPay to my UK bank, and they're really quick, 20 minutes to a couple of hours, and it's now money in my, in my bank. So that's a great one. Zappo, they've got perhaps the most securest of wallets, of vaults, I should say. They've got a vault which is actually offline, and so that's another great one to look at. These are all global. It's just that they offer different facilities, add-ons sometimes for your part of the world. BitPay, I know Rick really loves his BitPay wallet, and in the USA and Canada, BitPay have a Visa card, and Rick's forever saying how he loves, just moving up some Bitcoin onto his BitPay card, and the transaction is fast. You just go to your BitPay wallet, move some BitPay onto, put some crypto onto your card, and you can go out shopping wherever the Visa sign logo is. You can go to the ATM, get cash out. So again, for the USA, this is a great version to have a Visa card to assist you here. So, and there's also another place I recommend a lot called Paybiz. Paybiz is great when you want to purchase some Bitcoin and purchase them quickly and using a Visa card or a MasterCard, using a credit card. Well, they also accept debit card. So, you could, a lot of the wallets, I'm going to go into purchasing your Bitcoin, but a lot of the wallets, they offer the facility to purchase coins, and you always have to verify your ID, because this complies with the international money laundering laws and regulations. So when you want to purchase, they want to see a proof of ID, which is a photo ID, a passport, driving license, or if you're in a country where you have to carry a card carrying ID photo card. And they also want proof of your address. Now this has to be a bank statement, a utility bill, but not a mobile phone bill, something like that. And then Paybiz are really quick because they verify from 15 minutes of you logging onto that site and adding your info, they verify and you can purchase your coins and they're on the way to your wallet. So that's why I've added Paybiz to this. So how to buy your Bitcoin. So here it is. Again, Paybiz is here. I put that at the top. Other places, if because in your wallets, some do take, I know at the moment Coinbase are adding for the UK, they've just linked with a UK bank, so the purchase is going to be quick. But at present, the UK have to transfer money via international bank transfer, and it can take anything from 4 to 10 days just to send their funds across to Coinbase in the USA, and then Coinbase will load their wallet up. So, when you're talking about an exciting business like this, do you really want to wait between 4 and 10 days? So Paybiz is a great quick solution to purchase. Skrill is the same. So on all these, we have the links that you can go in. There's Local Bitcoins. That's a great site where you can see places or people local to you selling Bitcoins. I put up buyer beware on the website, because it's like anything. It's like if you go shopping on PayPal or anywhere, there might be some people out there not so trustworthy, and you're always going to be sending your money ahead of them sending you the Bitcoin. So have a look and make sure they've got a 5-star rating, or it may be somewhere where you can, some of these are where you can pop into, I know in the USA, some gas garages, some petrol garages sell the Bitcoins, and other places you can go to. So just keep on your toes, like with anything else, like when you're using any online expenditure using fiat money, just be aware. And there's also Bitcoin ATMs around the world. So you would need to have the cash out of your bank wallet, and then you can go to a Bitcoin ATM, and you would need to take your mobile phone with you because you have to use a QR code. And you literally say how much you want to purchase. It's like a regular ATM machine. You follow the on-screen instructions, do this, do that, hold up your phone with the QR code, and they put the money into the slots to pay for however many Bitcoin you're purchasing, $100, $150, $1,000, whatever you're buying. And then those Bitcoins are loaded directly to the wallet that you've held up the QR code to instantly. And one last way to get some Bitcoin is ask the person who introduced you to EDU Swarm, but don't be too upset if they say no, because Bitcoin is going to go up in value. So maybe they don't want to sell their Bitcoin at the moment. Maybe they're sitting on them, waiting for them to go to those values, those big numbers that are being predicted. Of one Bitcoin today is about $6,000, $7,000 US dollars, and it's anticipated to potentially reach up to $20,000 by year end. It's saying mid-20s, it could be 100,000, 200,000 or more US dollars. So, don't be upset if people say, well, actually, I know it's only a little bit of money at the moment, but I don't want to sell my Bitcoin. But your enroller here will be able to point you perhaps in the direction of where they got their Bitcoin to get started. So, and we also have a real-time conversion tool on the site. So, if you're wanting to purchase a 0.01 Bitcoin, or you need a little bit more to cover the transaction fee, so it might be 0.13. Today, that would cost you approximately $79. All the different exchanges and sites, they all vary. It's like when you go to convert money from dollars to pounds or dollars to euros, depending on the person that you go to buy these foreign currencies, they all have a slightly variable on the exchange rate. And it's the same with the cryptocurrencies. So this is an approximate guide of, for example, that's if you join at the bronze level, approximately how much you'd be spending to get your Bitcoin. So that, I'm going to go use the top links again, just so I can go up and see exactly where I am. Then we've got the main question. Now, this question is one of the first things people ask me. Well, okay, Bitcoin, how do I spend it? They ask this question before they even want to know what Bitcoin is. So we've got some information here, because you can convert it back to fiat money and move to your bank account, because Bitcoin is recognized as a global digital currency. So we mentioned just now how you got the BitPay Visa card. That's widely accepted across the USA and Canada. So you can go spending wherever you see the Visa logo. You can click here to register at BitPay and apply for your Visa card. Wirex is amazing. I applied for their card only last week, and on this little island, I'm used to waiting 3-6 months for any post, because we don't really have street addresses or house numbers or a post person to say that, because it's just a little island, and sometimes the post arrives and sometimes it doesn't. 4 days, actually it was 5 full days from the moment of ordering, I got my Wirex card and Visa card, and that's just so exciting. And these are that can be applied for by people in the UK and Europe. However, they're looking to roll this out globally. So yeah, we mentioned you can convert your money, your Bitcoin, to fiat money. You can spend it at places where it's got the Bitcoin sign. Coinbase has just launched gift cards. This is the US ones, where you can put Bitcoin onto cards. A bit like, when you go into a shop and you've got a gift card that someone may have given you for Christmas, and it may have $100 on or $50. But you can upload your Bitcoin on here and go regular shopping in a lot of shops. This is just a few examples. So we've got a link so you can learn more about that. That, again, is mainly across Europe at the moment, and they're going to be rolling this out across the rest of the world. You can spend Bitcoin using your mobile phones. And I've just saw an article today that someone in California has just been granted the first license to launch a business where people can actually buy and sell things via SMS using Bitcoin. So that license was actually only officially launched a few hours ago. So that's going to make it even easier. Highly secure. I mean, the Bitcoin, it's all highly secure stuffs here. So that's great. Starbucks, you can buy a coffee in Starbucks with Bitcoin. PayPal, you can go shopping on eBay and you buy PayPal or other means on eBay using Bitcoin. Here you are, if you've got all your big monies coming in, you're an EDU Swarm Great Income Achiever here. You can book your Virgin Galactic $100,000 flight into outer space. And yep, Richard Branson, he announced he accepted Bitcoin back in the year 2013 for these flights. For our Australians, this is just amazing. Brisbane Airport, every single shop seller in Brisbane Airport accepts cryptocurrencies. It's the first airport where everything, it's a massive, massive international airport. And whether you're buying a coffee or clothes, anything, your duty frees, everywhere in Brisbane Airport. So that's great, and that's going to be followed suit by other airports around the world. And charities, for example, Save the Children Fund, an amazing charity that does so much good for children across the world. They accept charity donations, Bitcoin donations. So when it comes to how do you spend Bitcoin, you are not going to have any problems whatsoever. So this is why you want to really sort of get building a business so that you want to be achieving those Bitcoins so that you can really, really have, keep some for when the value shoots up high. But the point is, when you're doing a business like this, you also want to have some extra monies for now. So then we've got some information about the blockchain. The blockchain technology, I mean, it all started off around the Bitcoin, but now it's gone to so much more. And the blockchain is going to have more effect and impact on everything to do with commerce across the world over the next couple of decades. So I found this really information looking through this. I mean, there's a very short video here. That's about 2 minutes. That was a great intro. It shows you exactly how blockchain started. And then it's got some more information here. But this video, if you get a chance to view this video here, it's about 20 minutes. And I was mesmerized. I've watched this a couple of times. And my education on how the blockchain works, what it's going to be doing for businesses across the world, it's phenomenal. I mean, the blockchain is going to be used by everyone from the legal profession. It explains exactly how it works and how, if you're, for example, you're using a bank to transfer money. Let's go back to the money thing. You want to, let's say I want to send Rick $100. I have to go to my bank. I have to find it's an international transfer. I have to fill in a form. They put that piece. I did this sending money to the USA a year or two ago. They put this big form in an inbox on behind the counter, and then I had to wait for someone to come in because it was their job. Do the necessary with the details on that form. Well, say that dropped on the floor, or they had a window open and it blew away. Who's going to get my information? It was a little bit worrying. And when's it going to happen? I was thinking, please, you get this done. And of course, the transaction, because it was an international transfer, it took, I think it was about 8 working days. Well, who was holding the money meanwhile and getting all the interest? I wasn't. It was debited from my account. The person I sent it to, they didn't have it. Well, it's not like that when you transact anything on the blockchain. It's peer-to-peer. It's from person A to person B, and it's practically instant. And it is so secure. So this video really holds some great information. As we're saying here, the blockchain is transparent and incorruptible. So it's the enhanced security. There's some great information on this page that explains how it works. It doesn't get too technical because I don't really get that far with technical. I fully understood most of what was here. We're going to do some further calls and even perhaps have some great guest speakers who can go into a little bit more detail on how the blockchain and everything works. So, which is absolutely perfect. So now we've got all that knowledge. Let's just go back to the final one. You've contacted someone. They've said, well, I would like some information. You can send them your information site here that will have your replicated username on. Not yet. Please be patient with me about that. And it's got then the full how to join. So we've covered how to set up a Bitcoin wallet and purchase Bitcoin. We say if joining at bronze, purchase this much Bitcoin, silver, this much Bitcoin. It's got the calculator. So then they're going to join. They click on, and this is my link, but this will be your link on this one. And I've already opened up this to make it a little bit easier so we don't have to wait on my internet speed. It will take them instantly to the EDU Swarm Choose Your Membership Package page. Now, people can, yes, go around and they can look at the full EDU Swarm site, because you can say to them, this is your main company site, have a good look through. But basically, if people have decided they want to join now, they want their membership instantly, why not take them directly to the package? They can choose which package and move forward. So in that format, we follow that through. I've got the image here on the site of choose your package. So they choose which one. Complete the registration form, and it does say you will create a username. That's the name that will appear on your replicated websites and cannot be changed. So please create a username that you're happy with. It's got a copy of the form they complete, like first name, last name, email, confirm, and information such as that. And there's a box to tick for updates and information. So we do that. Then they click on the pay with Bitcoin, because there is no other method to pay. Bitcoin is our currency. So when people say, well, can't I use my Visa card? Well, they can use their Visa card to purchase Bitcoin, but to join and purchase their membership, they use Bitcoin. So it walks through that. And it shows then how it's got the T's and C's, and there's 2 boxes here. If someone just wants to become a member and enjoy the education products, then they may only tick the first box because they're just like a customer. But if you want to become an affiliate, make sure you tick the second box. And there's no extra charge. You're not having an extra cost happen here. It's just, if you want to become an affiliate, you tick both boxes and you submit. So that's ordered you, the fact that you want to become affiliated or you want to become a customer, enjoy the product. So the next thing is how to send your Bitcoin payment. So again, it's got step by step. The next page that opens up shows a long alphanumeric number. Copy that, log into your Bitcoin wallet, such as Coinbase, Zappo, BitPay. Go to the send your Bitcoin, and you paste that number and you send the appropriate amount of Bitcoin. It could be the 0.01, it could be the 0.03. And how that will take, it can take 20 minutes, it might take an hour, it may take a little longer depending on the speed of the blockchain. But once that is received by EDU Swarm, that is when your back office, your replicated website will happen. Now don't think, oh yeah, that's when I'm going to get this site that Mandy's showing me now, because then that's an after, that's an after. Once a day, and not at any set time, we will add new members to this site. So, it will happen, but it's not a set time. It's not like every morning at 9 o'clock, we're going to be adding all of yesterday's people. But and you'll have an email letting you know when you've got this website as well. So really, that's the information that we've got here. One more thing I want to cover. At the top right, it says sign in. Don't even think about it at the moment. There is nothing there. The reason that's there is that we're just going to add a couple of extra things just to help from time to time. Let's say we're getting up to the Christmas season. We may put some images and banners in there that you may want to use on Facebook. It's just going to have a couple little added extras. I mean, Dennis and his development team, they've got this amazing sales funnel. They've got lots of other goodies over in their mailbox, toolbox area. We're just going to add you a few more here for seasonal use. Everyday things, just so that you've got some extra things at your fingertips here. So Rick, I'm going to hand this back to you because I've literally covered everything. Oh, the languages, by the way. We've got the languages, so French, and that's what I was saying earlier, how images do not translate. So most of the site we haven't put images with words on, we've put the wording up. So you can click on the language. And if you're introducing a new country and you're starting to say, let's just say, I don't know, let's go say someone started building a team over in China and they wanted the Mandarin Chinese added, just let us know, because as a country is opening up and getting popular, we will add that for you here. So with that, Rick, I'm going to hand this back to you.
Well, thank you, Mandy. What a great job. That's incredible. And guys, as Mandy mentioned, the whole purpose for this particular site is just to centralize your information, make it easy for you to know that when you send this link to a prospect, that everything that, and we get these questions all the time. Well, how do I do this? How do I do that? How do I buy, a Bitcoin? What about this? What about that? Well, right here, time is money. And if you have everything in a consolidated package, there's nothing to buy here. That all this is a dissemination of information, about EDU Swarm. And of course, when you are ready to join the company, at every little red button down there, it says, which says join Mandy, it'll say join whatever your username is on EDU Swarm. And whenever your customer that you're talking to, who's ready to purchase a product package and become affiliated with us, whenever they're ready, all they've got to do is click that red button and they're going to go to your self-replicated site with EDU Swarm. And of course, that's where all of our content lives. That's where our affiliate toolbox is. That's where all of the things that you need, to build and work your business are going to be found. And again, what we're doing here is just trying to get you organized so that you can go faster. That's what it boils down to. Dennis and our IT team, we've got a great team. You heard Mandy mention the sales funnel concept. I see Mike Reams is on here with us today. And Mike went through a demo with Denny and I last week. And actually Mike built his funnel. started his campaign. So all the things that you would expect from the company, you're going to get them right there on that company website. It's just that with a company website, not just ours, but any company website, you have to go through and you can only say things in a certain form or fashion. You need to be compliant. And guys, as you're talking to people, it's one of the things Kenny Stewart mentioned, over in Africa, God bless those folks over there. They get hit with every scam that you can imagine. And the mere fact that, EDU Swarm being a new company, delivers as promised. When you come in here and you bring your team together, you start the cycle. The first thing that happens, of course, is you see your earnings are available. And this again is on your home site. You go in, you request payment, and boom, you're paid. And this is an absolute phenomenal scenario, because the other thing, our corporate website that you have tracks everything. You don't do anything. You don't have to worry about placement. There is no hierarchy. It's a simple follow me 2x2 matrix, and it works. The team building concept. I'm going to give you just one quick example. You saw there in the one page where you have at least 3 team members on every board. We say at least 3 because what happened yesterday, one of our friends was looking to get into the business, and I called him and told him, say, hey, listen, we've got a spot right down here where Mandy's taking you on that bottom board. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 going left to right. And we called Eddie up and said, hey, you know what? We've got one spot left on the board. It's the 7 spot. Okay. And if you take that spot right now, what happens is that board, the first step of that pay cycle is going to be completed. And as soon as you join, you're going to be in the middle row. You're moved up to step 2. And so I'll tell you what, it took him about 2 seconds to say I'm in, because that meant that he had 3 less people that he was going to have to deal with to get to that pay window. And the guys, this thing, when you've got that teamwork out there, you can see by those arrows right there, and very graphically well done, is it doesn't matter who gets the people that are left open on the board, but the key is no one leaves that board until the top person, in this case where it says your enroller, nobody leaves. Those 6 people down below have to be in position before any one of the 6 moves off that board. And when you move and you split and you're at the top of your board, the same scenario. You take at least those 2 people with you, that are on your middle row, and you just wash, rinse, and repeat. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and that's it. You don't have to track where they go. If let's say you're on 3 stages as gold, and a person joins as a gold, they hit you on all 3 boards. So, this thing, I'll tell you what, when it starts to roll, and we've taken the time to get you organized. You don't have time to get organized. I don't have time to get organized. I get home from work, and, I want to send a package off to Travis Reeves and, show him what's going on and how to do it. And I'm trying to remember, I saw this video somewhere, and that happens to everybody. So here we have just the coolest information system. There's nothing to buy here. All we're going to do is bounce you back to corporate, back to the home site, get you set up, get your educational content. But guys, this is a critical time in your life. This is a time that you need to learn about blockchain technology. Bitcoin is just the means to the end. And there's 1,500 other cryptocurrencies out there. We selected Bitcoin because you can do a number of things with Bitcoin that you can't do with other coins, alternate coins. You can exchange it, you can spend it. And all these things are critical. So take the time down to learn about where the blockchain is going to give. I remember going back years ago with AOL, and I got my first email, and I heard that sound, "You've got mail." And I thought, wow, how cool is that? So here we are, fast forward 20 plus years, and now you've got Bitcoin, you've got the Swarm, and you've got a way to show people and tell people how important blockchain technology is going to be for the rest of your life. This is not a fad. This is something, this peer-to-peer concept, is incredible for you to teach it. But in order to teach it, you have to do what? You have to learn it. So here it is. It's condensed. Every person in EDU Swarm will have this site. This is something that our team, Mandy and Daniel and our group, we put this together for you. We know that if we can make your job easier, that you're going to be more successful with EDU Swarm, and that's our mission. So, Mandy, with that, I'm going to turn it back to you to close it. Great job on putting this thing together for us. Thank you ever so much, and back to you, my friend.
Thank you. So one thing I want to underline heavily here is this is an information site. It's for after you've connected with people to send them information. Please do not spam it, because one person can send this out, email it to 1,000 people and kill it for everyone. So please respect the site, because we get the statistics, and if we see someone is doing something silly, then yeah, we might just have to take you away from being able to use this, and we don't want to do that. But it's true. You've seen on Facebook and other social medias where people have been putting links out left, right, and center, and then Facebook suddenly decide, well, we don't like that website link, and that means no one can do it, which means then no one can send this information link to any of their connections who are asking for information using the Facebook Messenger. Yes, they can send it by email and things like that. So please, we want to respect you, and that's why we are doing our utmost to help you really build your business and continue with some massive cycles here and get you up to the diamond cycler, get that going over and over as soon as we can. So please respect the site and how you use it. And, this is just great. And any suggestions, any other things, again, I want to reiterate, if there's a wallet somewhere in the world that you're using in a specific country and it's ideal for other people in that country, maybe you're in the Philippines or somewhere different, and you're using a different wallet, please let me know. You can find me on Facebook, and do ask your person who enrolled you, or connect with Rick, myself, or go to your back office of your main EDU Swarm corporate site, and you can also click and connect with the EDU admin. Do ensure that you are part of our secret. It's a secret Facebook group. So we can only add you if you're connected to us on Facebook, and you won't be able to search for that group, because we are respecting your privacy, and we don't want other people with not so compliant and legitimate businesses just seeing the whole list of our amazing team thinking, oh, okay, I'm just going to connect with all those users and try and poach them. That is not ethical. So we are looking after you in every way that we can. So with that, Rick, I want to thank you. I want to thank everyone. We've been 45 minutes or 40 minutes on this call. Thank you so much, everyone, for spending the time here. And just keep an eye on your inbox. Daniel, he was online until 6:30 a.m. this morning. His eyes were falling out of his head. So it's Saturday evening where he is and where I am. It's 7:45 in the evening. So I'm not sure if we will get your replicated versions of this site live tonight. But we're hoping to do this within 24, no longer than 48 hours. And we will send you an email saying, okay, ready, steady, go. Off you go. This is how you use your site. And also, again, opportunity calls are on Tuesdays now. Tuesday evenings, 8 p.m. Central Time. A different link to this call is the link ending 9914, the usual link that we have for opportunity calls. And you will be seeing emails come out about that as well. So thank you, everyone. Thank you very much for your time. And bye-bye.